Mm. Mm. All right. So I don't know to put background music in this. I'll probably do that. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Hey, what's up, man? So I grabbed that picture of one of my idols. I won't say idol. I could possibly say I like him as a comedian. Because idol was such a strong word. Idol is such a strong word. It's it goes pretty heavy. But a comedian I actually like. They fell. And you have it where a lot of people want to just move forward, move on with their life, do better. And I agree. I agree. But your past will find you. I would honestly say, thank you, Cat Williams. Thank you, Cat Williams. Y'all got to be careful when people start speaking their truth. But I can only imagine Dave Chappelle is like, why the fuck this little nigga open his fucking mouth? Now, all this shit about me is coming out of the sewage. I told y'all, don't ever fuck with people who don't have nothing to lose. But I understand a lot of people like the loser because they see some part of themselves as one. That's why I'm kind of standoffish against the loser or the oppression Olympics. We in this dystopian type of shit. I try to stay away from that card. Dave Chappelle, if I was you, I would call Cat and say, nigga, you got to see me outside, nigga, because you got motherfuckers looking up me in a dress because your punk ass wouldn't shut the fuck up. You got niggas now looking at comedians, pulling up all their jokes of other comedians, Cat Williams too, because he been stealing other motherfuckers' jokes too. But he don't care. This is that if I can't win, nobody can win. If I'm fucked up, everybody got to come down to my level type of shit. So when people start running to me with that goofy talking point, hey, I get the fuck away. I stay the fuck away. Because the only way that people can start winning is we all start taking losses. What's going on, Doug? Don't y'all find it interesting that everybody's dirt and work is coming out? See, I know some of y'all like that shit. There are people out there right now in my chat. Hey, what's wrong with that? See, it's y'all loser ass mentality. That's why I tell a lot of y'all stay the fuck away from it. Because nobody wants to go back to struggle. I'm not beating down on Drake fans about, hey, Drake don't write his shit. Because at the end of the day, Drake, you went from Degrassi, sleeping in Trey Songz's basement, going through all kind of humiliation shit. And if he would have failed, what he gonna say? Illuminati? I don't get y'all motherfucker when y'all just keep running that card, that Illuminati white man card. But then y'all want to live in the same neighborhoods. Huh? You want your kids to go to the same schools. Where's it? Give me the Illuminati pass. I'll take the bitch. Fuck it. Run up my credit score. That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. People talking about losses and shit. Yeah, you're gonna get them. Don't dwell on them. I don't get people like walking around and I always want to talk about that shit. That's why I was kind of over. I don't even like them videos. He lost his girlfriend, so it made him turn into a monster. I'm like, what? Wait. Her baby daddy ain't shit, so she takes it out on unsuspecting men. I'm like, wait, man. Y'all gotta know when people are playing the okie doke. They like seeing you fucked up. You gotta ask why. Why? That's why I don't. Yeah, man. Everybody like that villain art shit, man. Everybody wants to hear that villain art anti-story. And you get fucked up, broken heart, broken legs, down and out. Like, no. I want to see people win. I want to see people actually do things that are flourishing, making money, having healthy commitments and relationships and jobs and livelihood. I don't want to see y'all go through some horrible downward poor struggle. If you earn the $10, $15, $100, whatever you earning, good for you. I ain't gonna hate on that, bro. I'm not gonna hate on that. You may not get the best deal, and you might feel like, oh, I'm a Taraji. The black community needs polyamory. Nigga, what? We already doing shit. We're already doing dumb, goofy shit like that. Aren't the marriage rates for y'all? Ain't the marriage rates already low? Would y'all what? How about y'all just go get your education? Go do that. Take your little horny ass somewhere else, nigga. Y'all need polyamory. Nigga, the economy's gone to shit. Fuck y'all always talking about some damn polyamory. Nigga, go get jobs. Go get some jobs. Monogamy don't work. Then what do y'all need poly for? Majority of people already are sleeping around with each other. It's not like y'all getting married. If I come off at you aggressive, but I would ask y'all, if people in general are barely getting married, why would y'all need poly? If y'all can barely keep relationships past 3 years, why would you talk about multiple people in a relationship? We already got a high STD, STI rate. Don't we got enough kids out there on the street? Black men. Most of the time when y'all get robbed by the homeless, most women and men are cheating on each other. Other women actually cheat more than men's stats prove it. Look, y'all notice that a lot of these conversations online are circled around relationship. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now. Most people, when they are successful, they don't want a lot of people in their shit. They really don't. They don't want a lot of people in their shit. Because that means more people that have access to doggone tearing up whatever you work for. The black household is one of the least earning households in America. That's you can look that up. We're not. It's not that good. It could be better, but we're not really that good. You see what's going on online. Y'all see all the foolishness. I don't really look at too much of a lot of these conversations that be going on in so-called trains of thought. I really don't. Because honestly, they're not making no headway. And see, that's the thing about a lot of people need to be aware of. Oh, this nigga real. This nigga got game. This man, they never broke him or made it. You talking about Dave Chappelle told y'all that TBS ran him for his pockets. They started holding him out so badly with his funds, he had to go, he needed time away. That fucked him up. You see a lot of these people crumbling, man. Taraji said she going over there to go make some money. Even though she already fucked it up with working with Oprah. You know, 50 Cent said he'll take her on. Tell you right now, Curtis is like, you ain't gonna fuck it up for me. You better read your contract. You better read your contract. I don't know why. Like that should be a thing that, you know, you check your contract before you move any further. Build you a stable, fundamental, you know, platform. You don't like the deal that you got before you, you got to build a better one. I agree. I look at a lot of men that started from the ground on up. They didn't have it like that. Having to scratch and scrounge around, you know, myself included. I ain't had no time to be worrying about getting slop. Who's the in and out, or, you know, woes and shit. No, man. I needed to know about getting a car insurance, where I was going to lay my head. Some people are fine with doggone having laying up under their mama's house. I'm serious. Some people are really fine with laying up under their mama. You know, having to do all kind of situationships. Y'all gotta be careful around that, man. A lot of men that are going around saying that they got it like that, they really don't. And this ain't to cause no problem, but you seeing that over and over and over again. You see that over and over again. Right now, we got this thing going over in the middle, and happened over with Israel. You got immigrants running all up in here. You got people in the States talking about we need to open up doors and shit. I'm like, man, come on, man. We got a lot of issues going on in our country. More than worry about people talking about always sex. Yeah, man. People are just, and that's the thing, Mella. We all understand tax season right around the corner. Tax season right around the corner. A lot of people about to start specifically attaching themselves on to other people. That's what they're going to do. I already see all the tax offices car dealership, they'll do your taxes. They got eight housing offices opening up. All y'all that be running up in my chat talking that jibber jabber shit, stop the cap. I'm seeing that. Yeah, oh, fuck that bitch. Oh, fuck with her. Brrr. Hey, Tanya, what's going on, baby? Fuck Doug, he ain't shit. That man, he never done nothing for me. Brrr. Dougie, what's going on, baby? Y'all, we about to start seeing matrimonial hookups like a motherfucker. Hey, listen, all that shit, y'all be running around talking this passport and doggone, we divesting, we done with this shit, we hot girl summer. None of that shit y'all saying in these chats y'all trolling with, none of that shit contextualizes or actually adds up in real life. I told y'all niggas be full of shit. Tax season proves the different. Thanksgiving proves the different. CDC says differently. I don't believe niggas. I know y'all believe Uncle Shay Shay and Auntie Cat, but not me. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go check for myself. I'm gonna go check for myself because I got my own goddamn mind. So I can give a fuck what anybody else gotta say. I be seeing that shit play out for itself. Y'all talk about, oh, we don't like toxic women. How you mean? Let's look at y'all mama. Let's look at your auntie. Let's look at the women in y'all family. Black love is transactional. Everything, for the most part, is transactional. Everything's transactional. You want something, you got to give something. You want results, you got to put in some type of transactional result. And let's be real, a lot of us were not born with a silver spoon. So the cap of I got it like that, let's stop. Majority of y'all niggas online are pookies, or lames that want to be pookie, or pookies that try to act like you're a sophisticated lame. Y'all niggas so full of shit. Y'all repeat anything y'all hear from white boys. That's what I'm saying, man. Do any of y'all black men actually have identity? Just like you hear a lot of these women, I don't want a Cheesecake Factory type of nigga. Stop the cap. I see y'all women eating y'all crab leg, sausage, and corn and shit. I see y'all when I go out to IHOP. I don't make a big stink about it. 10%. How much does the black household actually make? I'm an accountant and a photographer. Oh, so you don't make much money. You definitely don't make that much money. Let's stop that. I know. Listen, your money. You working for people. I need to stop these lies on YouTube. I'll say any old damn thing nowadays. I'm an accountant and a photographer. Good. So we now know you got seasonal work. Look. Y'all, y'all need to land these planes, man. All this capping online to try to be cool. Who y'all trying to get to rock with y'all? Who y'all trying to actually get to believe y'all? Hmm? Good night, son. Good night. Let me get up. Turn off everything. Go to bed. Come on, son. See this? This is reality. Gotta wake up my son. Get him to go to bed. Take your glasses. Go upstairs. But y'all talking much. Y'all want to talk about family. Y'all niggas need to stop that bullshit, man. Listen, some of y'all that be like 40, 30, in middle age 30, you listen, time is winding up. Time is winding up. Let me guess I can rock for people tonight. It's a laid back night. But all that travel shit, nobody gives a fuck. All that talking about you going somewhere, that's a fucking lie. Y'all don't be doing none of that, bro. Y'all be capping. Y'all been doing that shit for umpteen years online. Why y'all keep coming around telling us? Y'all just annoying. Y'all like a fucking herpes. By 2030, according to J.P. Morgan, women in USA, 45% of them will be single and childless between the ages of 25 to 45. Y'all be too easy, man. J.P. Morgan, right? J.P. Morgan. Y'all acting banks about health issues now. So what how's the economy looking right now? How's the economy in the US looking right now? Let's go at that. Let's tackle that first. Nobody's stalking black men. Stop lying, y'all. Nobody's stalking y'all. I'm a black man that's been abroad. I done travel. Nobody's stalking black men when they travel. So let's stop lying. I don't even think you a black man. I think you probably, I don't know, might be a white man or a woman. Who knows? You just an avatar, so we don't know what you are. I'm just being honest. But to be fair, I mean, nobody's stalking y'all Why would anybody give a shit if black men leave? Or any of y'all leave? Why would anybody honestly give a shit if you got other groups of black men or people, minorities coming in? Why would anybody care? Right now, the country is more concerned about foreigners coming in. You think we honestly give a shit about the bottom of tier society leaving? I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. Right now, Pedro, Ananuk, whatever, them Africans that are coming in, them Arabs, all the competition is coming in. I don't give a fuck about the people that are benched or leaving or ain't producing shit. I don't give a fuck if they're here or not. The real competition is coming in droves. What's going on? Hey.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy probably a foreigner, so he just antagonizing Americans, whatever.
Probably, most likely.
But I came to offer you some herbal healing tea. Like, I want your voice to sound.
It sounds that.
It sounds that obvious. Yeah, it sounds like you need some, a fresh squeeze of lemon juice and some herbal tea. But you'll be all right. You're strong. You've been through worse.
I still got
gargle with some salt water.
I haven't done that yet. I got to do that later.
Idealistically, a natural rock salt, not the Umbrella Girl salt, not the table salt, because that has bleach and stuff in it. So, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just throwing out.
No, I appreciate that.
Lemon, I do. Like, you could just get some lemon juice and some salt with some water and gargle it, and before you know it, you're back to yourself. How do you think I sound?
Appreciate
good?
That. Now, there's been a lot of smoke and mirror. There's the so-called smoke and mirrors thing that we've been hearing for a while, Miller. You know what I'm saying? And right now, this country going through a lot of terraforming changes.
Yeah. If I had to earn a living, I would be panic stricken. I ain't gonna lie. Because, those who are working for someone else at any given moment, according to law, they could just let you go without severance and all this other kind of stuff. Like, even the big companies, they could just let you go. And, living under that is terrible, because here you are giving your all to demonstrate you're worthy of retainment. But when it comes to that bottom line, there's no saving you. And that's scary. Even I can't say so much about quote unquote good government jobs, but what I will say, if you have the fortitude to have your own business and include multiple streams of income within that, it would be of your best interest to study as much as you can to make that happen, and follow through with it and maintain it. And all it takes is knowledge. That's all it takes. Now, as far as these women that are walking away from creating families, I had to put myself in their shoes, right? In these times, as they say, these modern times. I remember I had a very pessimistic view about the outcome of the world's future and thereby I didn't want anything to do with being a mother or being married for that sake. I mean, I just completed a failed first marriage, because his personality was something that I didn't encounter until later, and it turned out to be a problem. So after that divorce, I was just like, you know what? This world is not worth me going through the rigmarole it takes to be a wife and a mother. I'm cool on my own. But as time went on, I started noticing some character traits about myself that represented, if I don't construct something greater than myself to live for, I'm going to mess myself up. Because, I had that invincible attitude, and that can get certain, like an ego like that can go off the rails. And I just realized that in order for me to remain balanced, stabilized, and focused, I'm going to need something greater than myself, what I would consider greater than myself, to live for beyond money, and being responsible for a child seemed like the ideal conclusion. The problem is I came from a family that would look down upon someone just arbitrarily having a child. Like, in my family, it was smiled upon if you were married, then have a child. So I came across my son's father, and he was kind enough to court me, date me, court me, and eventually marry me. And we eventually had our son. Now, it is not easy putting two egos together. I'll put it that way. Somebody has got to keep their hands clean, and somebody has got to get their hands dirty. And the person that has to get their hands dirty, otherwise known as the head of household, they are, dare I say, entitled to a lot of accommodation. And I'm saying that out loud. The head of the household is entitled to a lot of accommodation. Even if it's bombastic, stupid shit, they deserve accommodation because they are, quote unquote, the head of the household. Where it begins to falter is if that head of the household is crazy. And I find with our people, because we tend to have a chip on our shoulder about being Black, we start shit with each other, just dumb shit, and it's not respectful. You know what I mean? It's like we feel entitled to disrespect each other because we're Black. There's no sense of you deserve respect because you're Black. It's like you deserve suspicion because you're Black. And I think in the future, if we could change the perception that we don't deserve ridicule, we deserve positive affirmations in our conversations, then we'll start having better dialogue and teaching each other how to attain excellence. I think that, like, when we talk to a Black person, we're automatically suspicious about whether or not they are, quote unquote, deserving of kindness, consideration, and respect, because we are told through these images and this propaganda that more likely than not, we will be a disappointment. And when those media impacts really drive it home into your spirit and soul, there becomes this pessimistic view of the subject matter. And unfortunately, the subject matter is our people. The subject matter of media disparaging you know, the disparaging media, it's just so far. It's just so far gone and obvious that the intent is to make us look like the bottom of the barrel. Period.
Now,
Because
let me
there are other ethnicities doing some crap out there, all
right.
types of crap. But for whatever reason, media highlights us as doing the most.
Now let me interject into this. But you brought up some good stuff, and thanks for any people who are coming into the chat. All right, so this is why I had the picture of I had the picture of Dave Chappelle. Excuse me. Dave Chappelle out doing that video. Actually, I have the video. Now, that video has long since been gone. You follow me, Mella?
Which video in particular? About him wearing a dress or refusing to wear a dress or what?
Now, he said he didn't want to wear a dress.
Correct.
Yeah.
He espoused that very well. Yeah.
Now, this is why I say y'all got to sometimes learn to keep your mouth shut. There's a time and a place when to do things. There's a time and a place when to do things and when to speak about things. That Cat Williams thing, it made a lot of shit come out of the pipe. It did. Because guess what? Yeah, that black demographics thing is out of date. I gotta let you know that right now, dude. Like that thing is way out of date. They don't even update that shit. So, but they don't. Hang on. Let me play it for you. I'll play it for you.
Howard, the shock check was fined again by the FCC today. Very exciting. Robin's going to do the news, and we got some great guests coming in. Hey, what are you guys laughing at so much? I think I paid them too much. Jerks. All right, let's play a new video of Baba Boobie's Bonanza. Robin, you show the tape. What do you think of it?
Well, Howard,
Hey, Robin, what's the matter with you? You have a cold?
as a matter of fact, I do.
Really? Probably a chest cold. Hey, Robin, you take a temperature?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just stick the thermometer. Oh, very good, Robin. Hey, I'm getting a fever just watching. Hey, let me tell you something, Robin. I wouldn't mind sticking my thermometer down there. Well, mine only works rectally. All right, Robin, what do you think of the tape?
Well, I thought it was pretty good.
All right, let's take some calls, ask people what they think. Very good, Robin. Billy, you're on the air.
Howard. This Howard?
Yeah. What do you think of the tape?
Howard. What's up?
New York, you're on the air.
Yo, Howard. What's up?
LA, you're on the air. Jerk. Probably a friend of Jackie's. Yeah. Yeah, LA, what do you want?
Hi, Howard.
Oh, who's this? You wear panties? Hey, Gary, do me a favor. Repeat after me. I am a dog. Hey, get out of here. Shut up. Oh, man. I can't take it. So, LA, am I correct in assuming that you are not wearing panties?
Yes. When are you getting a new TV show?
Hey, that's what I'd like to know. I want a network show.
I think for TV you have to have a hook.
Hey, let me tell you something. I got a hook. It's on my face. Look at this thing. I should be as well endowed between my legs as I am between my eyes. All right, I can't take it anymore. Let's do a snap.
Now you see what came up, right, Mella?
I saw it, but I did not hear it. I'm not going to explain why I didn't hear it because I'm not technically my
Don't
technology
worry about it.
is off. But what I will say is I saw it, and it indicated that he actually did wear a dress and lipstick. And
Hmm.
so are we indicating his hypocrisy? Is that we're gonna talk about the hypocrisy of guys that on Oprah they talk about what they won't do or didn't do, but then here it is they get in a radio interview and somebody finds evidence that they were lying.
Right now, and that's you're on with that in the direction that I myself had to look at, right? But I always knew about Dave Chappelle wearing dresses also because he uh he had to wear a dress in a movie, Robin Hood Men in Tights. If anybody ever seen that movie, good movie. And also with what we just saw with him having to be a woman and Howard Stern talking about he would put things down his dress and do things to him. This is a man, a father, husband. Y'all got to be careful with what y'all are being told is your truth. You got to be careful. This was forgotten about until we started hearing these things. And you know what people are going to do? See, they have a thing in the Bible where Jesus told everybody, listen, just because I say it, go and study and find out for yourself. Go find out. When you go find out, then you'll know. You're our arsenal. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not going to black demographics. I'm gonna go to the CDC. Okay. I'm gonna go to way more. Um, let's just say way more
Certified.
things that people actually have to tap into. Like you got to go do censuses for because that black demographic has been disproven plenty of times.
Right, where are the peer reviews? Like,
Right?
you
Like
know,
they've been disproven plenty of time. Like I don't like when people bring them up on panels to try to get a winning talking point, and then we find out it's not true.
and I'm suspicious of people that can't make an argument without pulling the statistic out of their ear. Are you not convincing enough in your argument as it stands? Or, so what's this backup? What's this need for backup? Either you are confident in your opinion of your own or you're not. I don't bring up statistics. I bring up experiences. And people can dispute my experiences. However, they are my own experiences and what I observe and what I perceive. If I am so desperate as to bring up a statistic in an attempt to humiliate somebody into submission in a conversation, I've already lost my sense of pride. And that's my statement on that.
We because when you're looking at, it's like I'm trying to tell y'all, like those other groups, they are coming. There are way more important things than old comedians talking about whose joke wrote what joke.
Absolutely. For some reason, my sister is elated with the Cat Williams interview. She's elated about it, and in order to accommodate her sensitivities, I was like, yeah, okay, you can consider it brilliant, but it's really just a moment in time of foolish distraction. If
Right.
you get what I'm saying, it's just distraction. It's distracting us from what is more important. Shout out to everybody that has, their financial independency. Congratulations. I hope that protects you in the future. There are things that we ought to be focusing on, in my humble opinion, that's more beneficial. I'll put it that way.
Like the see, and that's the thing about it that
Right. How is it
it
beneficial for us to be paying a cat? And now, don't get me wrong. I, because I love my sister, I was compelled to go ahead and, research who said what and why. But, talking to you right now, it just occurred to me like, okay, that's a distraction.
well, because I'm looking at it like this. While this is happening, the US is literally entering in what may be World War III. No
Hmm.
offense, y'all. I really don't give a shit about old Negroes talking about jokes. And our economy is barely bouncing like that.
Hmm.
So, no, did y'all not notice that a lot of people really couldn't afford Thanksgiving or Christmas like that?
I heard that. I heard that people
That was
didn't
a
have.
reality that they were like, yo, man, like
I heard.
nobody even did Black Friday. There wasn't no money like that. And so this after a while you can't fake the funk. You can't fake it. We
Hmm.
after a while, you know what I'm saying? We ignore the sickness for so long. After a while, when it gets to the third or fourth stage, it's too late.
I volunteered at a psych ward for a short time, and what I found when given the opportunity of what programs they wanted to watch stuff like Judge Mathis, they wanted to watch Jerry Springer, they wanted to watch Judge Judy, they wanted to watch Good Times, they wanted to watch stuff that didn't um, enhance their leadership skills. You know, like
They
nobody
wanted
was
to take their
interested.
mind off of shit.
Right. It's like instead of learning leadership skills, they want to look at people who are on television that are perpetuating their perception of a leader as opposed to actually studying what it takes to become a leader. And that would be my plea to our people. Teach your children the attributes of what it is to conduct leadership, that sense of responsibility, so that they may be compelled to attain that position in life. When you know what it takes to be a leader, you can't unlearn it. So teach your children what it is to be a leader. There's an article in Forbes that goes through 10 effective um, styles it goes through 10 styles of effective leadership. Hey, why not read that article? It won't take too much of your time, and convey it to your children. Just understand details of leadership. That's how we can begin. Teach our children what leadership is and how to identify when somebody's trying to do that to you. Okay. And that's the important part. When you are able to identify what someone is attempting to do to get over on you, you already have that hedge of protection that knowledge provides. Teach your
Right.
children how to protect themselves through knowledge.
But see, when it comes to this, right? Because you're seen as a lot of people more caught up with talking about sexual shit, how to get a finesse of a
And
next grandeur of a little hot pocket meal.
because that's what this country has designated us to be experts at, procreating. our people have been designated as experts in procreation, and procreation doesn't take anything other than being horny. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't know how to control your impulses, yeah, you're going to produce a whole lot of uh, offspring, you know. But we're not teaching each other that there is something beyond your impulse to consider. You have to consider the future. What will your future look like if you engage in this impulsive action? Like, you have to teach people that concept. And a lot of us don't. So next thing you know, you got a 15-year-old girl and a 15-year-old guy that they are experiencing impulse, and because they weren't introduced to the mechanisms of self-control to understand that I'm just experiencing impulse. This this is not a necessary endeavor to enrich my future. Like, how is acting on this impulse going to enrich my future? We're not teaching our children how to pause before the cause. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
and it doesn't have to be an ugly lesson. It doesn't, like, he only want one thing, or she a gold digger. It doesn't have to be ugly. It doesn't have to be an ugly conversation. It's just a matter of biological facts. You will not die if you don't have sex with this 15-year-old guy or girl just because you're experiencing an impulse. You know, um, I've had someone argue with me about, well, they compared it to an itch that needed to be scratched. And I was like, well, you know, you have to get to the root of why there's an itch in the first place. You have to, when somebody is experiencing a quote unquote itch, and they don't know the nature of where their itch came from, then they're gonna overreact in their impulse by scratching it, as opposed to doing what it takes to relieve it. And when I say relieve, I mean making sure that it's not a distraction in their life to the point where they're just hopping on it, you know. Um,
Right.
there are things in life that you just can't hop on without considering how it affects your future, you
But
know.
if I'm not trained to think, you understand? Like,
That's what parents are for. You got to train them.
right, right, because you and I, as we grew up, we were told and groomed and conditioned to start
They didn't teach me
thinking.
nothing. All they cared about was Jesus. And and
Listen,
and they even faltered. How can I say this and maintain respect for my elders? In hindsight, I had no idea how ignorant they were. I just knew I looked up to them as an authority. And when I look back on it, I was like, they was ignorant as fuck.
now
Ignorant.
I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna say this now. Don't they only knew what they knew, right? I had the same type of
Yeah, but to but
Judeo.
but to hide that they didn't know everything was oppressive. It's like,
Okay, well
okay, go ahead, babe. I'm
let
sorry.
me show you something. I knew that I had to make a household that for my ideology of this is what I'm saying. Like, we're now in the era. There is no moral structure or code of conduct. There isn't none. And though that was something, yeah, my mom used to send me to my grandma, and there was the Bible, Bible, Bible. But it was some of those old cultural. Mind you, a lot of Black America we kind of don't have the culture like we really need, or fundamental things that we really want, that we need. We kind of are picking things. But I knew that, hey, me as a man, I'm supposed to be a provider. I'm supposed to love my woman, you know, honor my household. I, the woman, the women, the children serve and help me, but it also is upon me as the man to serve my household. So it's hand in hand. There were different things that, yeah, I didn't agree with how my mom and my grandma and some of them, and whenever you catch them in something, God knows my heart, Jesus, 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 Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, well, God dang, when do y'all take some kind of accountability shit? But see,
Right. Where's the
what they,
accountability? Why you hiding behind Jesus? Where's the accountability?
so
Right.
what we had to learn to do was take the pieces that we saw were not adding up. It's like a mathematical variable problem. We have to solve it. That's why I don't always get upset when I hear or listen to some of the stupid shit men and women say in my chats or out there abroad, or start wanting to teach. We don't, we're not no cleanup men. But y'all niggas will go to panels when niggas are on panels playing stepdaddy to y'all. The fuck? You got women asking about what are you black men gonna do about the community, but I ain't gonna never have a man tell me what the fuck to do. You just said, you asked, what are y'all men gonna do about the community? So that would mean some man you're looking to take point and lead the charge. There's so much contradictory stupid going around. Like, I don't think y'all really are. I don't, not y'all. So I gotta be literal about some shit.
No, just be yourself. We can, if we're intelligent, we can interpret what your meaning is.
No, you're right about that, Mel. Like, but the thing about it was not getting the proper tutelage. We had an issue with, if you didn't know and you question it, go somewhere else. You being too fast. I'm gonna whoop your behind. Or they didn't know.
Hmm. Yeah. The dismissiveness and is oppression, right? The dismissiveness is oppression in it of itself. And this is what we were taught, or rather influenced to conduct as family behavior. It's like we we're teaching our children to be afraid, as opposed to like our ambitions, right?
Mhm.
Everybody has a sense of ambition within themselves, and here comes this remembrance of our childhood that you're not supposed to present yourself as if you have an independent thought, right? You got to go along, get along, and all those types of you know uh influences, and it becomes where there are so many great minds among us that are afraid to be great. And hopefully it'll change. But when a child, for instance, when a child is told, you got to get out of my house. When, say, for instance, hypothetically, a single mother is raising a boy and some girls, or girls and boys, and she is overwhelmed with the responsibility. So she has this tendency to talk outside of her head of sensibility to the point where she's telling the children, "You got to get out of my house when you're 18," right? Because she
Mhm.
has conducted herself masterfully to oppress a sense of independent thought with those children. They're not going to say, "Well, what is it that you would have us to do when we're supposedly, on our own at 18? What is it that you," they don't ask that. They just hear the message, "You got to get out of my house at 18." And
Right.
and and so logically speaking, if in the interest of love and concern, you tell them what are viable options for that to happen. But a lot of parents don't. They just fly off the cuff because they're overwhelmed. I'm not blaming them. They're overwhelmed, and all they know is legally, I'm done at 18. Which infers that this is a burden for me, and time served is at 18. What y'all do,
Hmm.
that's what y'all do. But then here it comes, like they're 25, right? And she finds that they're a drug dealer. She finds that, she,
She think that's,
the
but what if she thinks that's a fast?
right,
That's
the,
a
the the
fast lane.
daughter is a stripper. It's like, well, you told them to get out your house at 18. What did you not teach them some options other than what society is going to take advantage of people in those desperate situations? Did you not teach them? You know, did you not include in your command some leadership skills so that they know game when it's coming to, when I say game, they know deception when it's coming to them? Like, what are you teaching your children? You're teaching them how to accommodate your frustration. You're not
Mm.
teaching them how to thrive. And that's my point.
Preach.
That's my point. You're teaching them as they grow how to accommodate your frustration as opposed to teaching them how to thrive. And that's a damn shame that people don't see. They don't have enough introspective. They're not practicing enough introspection to think about their selfishness. It's like, okay, yeah, you're going through the struggle. You're going through the struggle. Hats off to you. Nonetheless, there's a human being or more little human beings in your care that are going to have to go on. So please try not to get so caught up in your frustration that you're not instructing them what it takes to thrive as opposed to survive other people's frustrations. That because that's what it, just telling them what to do and yelling at them and all. It's like you're teaching them to accommodate other people's frustrations. You're not teaching them how to thrive, if that makes sense. You got to teach them how to thrive, how to thrive, not just survive. They're surviving your frustrations. That's all they know. So they get out into the world because you don't want them there at 18. And all
But
they
if they're
know how
not
to do is
properly
survive.
equipped,
They don't know how
I'm
to
a,
thrive.
but see, here's the thing. I've seen young men rush into the military, straight green beans, don't even know what the fuck to say. They, but they get online and they chatterboxers. I know plenty of women. I 17, I 18, I grown. You can't tell what the fuck to do. So we do have this thing whereas we are missing a lot of shit. I get why I see a lot of motherfuckers jumping on line, and the minute they hear somebody saying, I'm gonna tell you, oh my God, I'm gonna be saved. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, 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 yes. Rather than you go find out and learn for yourself. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all, man, because we already seen how a lot of these things that we look at or observe or context, the church, we got it with we got women talking about sexy red, gorilla, young Miami. You can't shame these young women no more. You can't. You all right, Miller?
Hmm.
Okay. But I'm gonna let y'all guys go. I think Mella, you truly are a blessing, Mella, for teaching us some stuff. I'm gonna try to have more conversations like this that are a lot more evolved. But I'll see y'all guys later. Peace.